Surely Machiko would have calmed down enough by now. I did feel a bit guilty about leaving Maeko to deal with her all by herself. I walked back towards the mansion, and to my surprise, I saw Machiko sitting outside on the steps. I vaguely considered turning around at this point, but she saw me and gestured for me to approach.
Take a seat, Takakun. I need to talk to you.
I swallowed again. Walking up the steps and taking a seat beside her, we sat in silence for a few minutes until she cleared her throat.
I love my sister Takakun dearly. However, recently, I have found myself resenting her for the time she gets to spend with you. I do not know how to deal with this. I find myself in one unfair situation after another.
Oh.
I spoke with Maeko earlier. We have come to an agreement. We will both wait. We both trust you, Takakun. We are both going to wait until you fulfill your promised return before we try to win you. There will be no more flirting from me, and no more silly antics from Maeko. I am sorry to have dragged you into this family feud, but I fear it could not be helped.
There's no need to be sorry, Machiko-san. As your friend, I kind of hope you'll talk to me if something like that bothers you. But I'm happy you were able to bury the hatchet.
But I hope you will come prepared. The battle will be intense upon your return. Maeko said she would like to apologize to you. I believe she's in her room right now.
I'll make sure to prepare myself for the greatest battle ever fought. But for now, I'll go find Maeko-chan. I dashed past Machiko, who nodded as I walked past, lounging back on the deck in the early morning sun. I climbed the stairs of the mansion, looking around at what appeared to be the aftermath of their discussion. I thanked whatever angel was watching over me that hadn't been around to witness or experience it. Maeko-chan, I'm coming in. Machiko-san said you wanted to talk.
No, wait!
By the time I heard her cry, it was too late. Through the open door, I saw her skirt halfway up her hips, and her hands clasped around her chest. Maeko let out a shriek. I'm sorry! I didn't know you were changing!
Ow! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry! I didn't mean to! I was cut off as I tried to leave, bumping into something rather warm and soft. The obstacle in question gasped as I toppled backwards into the room.
Maeko! And after our talk, no less! Honestly, I can trust you to keep decent at all these days, can I?
Wait! One-sama, I didn't do anything this time! I promise! I swear! I didn't plan this. I was just trying to get changed. Takani is the one who burst in before I had the chance to cover myself up.
It was an accident! I didn't even know if Maeko was in here. I was trying to find her.
Honestly, you two, do not think I have forgotten about what happened earlier. You two are definitely up to something.
One-sama, I swear!
She's right! This is all just a big mistake.
Fine, I believe you. Maeko, you are my sister, and I love and trust you. Takahiro, you are a pervert who loves speaking on girls. You should always knock, and then wait before entering a room. What if it had been the tsundere tyrant? Your head would quickly have left your shoulders behind.
I'm terrified of how spot on your statement would have been. In any case, I wanted to let you two know that I don't mind attending the festival with you. That is, if you want to accompany a peeking pervert like me. I added the last bit with a bit of a dramatic sob, acting as if I had been hurt by the comments. A scolded puppy could learn a thing or two from the pitiful expression I wore just then.
Oh, I could wear that nice frilly thing that Tu-chan gave me. You know, the one she said she wanted to see you in. But when you saw it, you turned as white as a sheet, and I think you kind of fainted. Tu-chan gave it to me when you were out cold, and told me to keep it just in case.
Giggling to herself, she ran into her closet, searching through piles of clothes in search of the dress. I slapped a hand over my eyes, turning my head away as she rummaged through her room in her half-naked state.
Maeko, change first, then consider your wardrobe. I do, however, have one small request. Do not wear anything that Fear has given you.
No fair. Tu-chan gives me such pretty skirts and tops. She's really generous. You should wear some of it sometimes. Oh, One-sama, does that include these panties?
No! Keep those on! You are completely hopeless. Takakun, thank you very much for the invitation. We will both graciously accept.
I think it's best for me to wait outside. Machiko-san, I think you better help your sister out with her choice of wardrobe. If the villagers saw her in certain outfits... I found myself wondering what would happen if Maeko actually did up ending going to the festival wearing nothing but an apron and her panties. But eventually let the thought go. The girls asked me to meet them at the outskirts of the village. After a short wait, they both arrived, wearing their usual clothes. I had to admit, I was a little disappointed. I had hoped to see them in something a little... fancier.
This will be the first time we have interacted with the village as a whole. I figured it would be a good idea to make a positive first impression, rather than an odd one.
I'm sure you'll be fine. This past week has really helped the village realize not all spirits are troublemakers.
One-sama, look! It's so pretty! All those lights!
It was amazing to see the village like this. The villagers had really gone all out, making the whole place glow. The light flickering candles dancing in the evening breeze.
It is beautiful. Thank you for giving us this chance, Takakun. Without your help, I doubt we would have been allowed anywhere near the village on this night.
It actually reminds me of festivals back in my world. So, in a way, I am able to show a bit of my world tonight. I smiled, feeling pretty happy as I thought about my own city. Despite the difference in time and even world, I could easily see the similarities between this festival and the ones that were held back home. People would visit from all over, and the city would be filled with all kinds of decorations. It actually made me feel a bit homesick.
Takani, is something wrong?
Oh? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about my world. But let's do something fun! Look over there! That's a pretty fun game. I bet I'll be able to beat you in it any day. Do you want me to explain the rules? Fair maidens in my company?
We would love to play with you, Takakun. Please tell us how.
The three of us quickly made our way to the stall in question, which had a large wooden container placed in front of it. Filled with water, tiny goldfish could be seen eagerly swimming back and forth. Okay, the rules are pretty simple. You'll be given a small bowl and a tiny paper net. You have to use the net to scoop the fish out of the water. But the net is really fragile, so it will break if you aren't careful. The one who captures the most is the winner. Oh, and you're usually allowed to take one home. If you catch any, that is.
Huh? One-sama, fishies!
Yes, you can keep one, Maeko-chan. I would love to watch you play, Takakun, but I feel that this is not a game for me. Here, Elder-sama was kind enough to give us a small amount of money for my work here this past week. Enjoy yourselves.
May the best fisher win!
I'm going to catch a fishy!
I couldn't help but grin at Maiko's change of demeanor. When she was told that she would be allowed to keep a fish if she caught one, the girl's excitement got the best of her. After several vigorous scoops, the little scoop tore apart, ending Maiko's game without a single fish caught. The dejected expression on the girl's face made me feel sorry for her, and instead, I moved behind her, putting my own net into her hand while I rested my hands on top of her own. Let's do this together, Maeko-chan. Just follow my hands. It's a game that requires you to be patient. First, you need to get the whole thing wet. If it's only partially wet, it'll rip in no time at all. Let it float in the water. Don't let it struggle against it. Now keep it at an angle and wait. When a fish gets close, scoop it up from the head and try to avoid the tail. It sometimes causes the net to break. Then, you just slip it into the bowl. I showed her the best way to scoop and moved back, watching her focus intently on the water. She didn't move a muscle for well over a minute until suddenly her arm twitched, and she made a little squeak. There was a small splash and the faint sound of ripping paper.
Yes, I did it! I got one! Thank you so much, Takani! I caught a goldfish!
Great job! Now you'll have a goldfish to keep at the mansion. Take good care of it. The stall owner bagged the fish for Maeko in a special water-filled bag, gently patted the girl's head as we walked back to Machiko. The older girl seemed to be interested in some masks that resembled different kinds of demons back in my world, making me wonder what she was thinking about.
One-sama, I got a fishy! Isn't it cute?
Oh, well done, little one. It is absolutely adorable. Takakun, I'm a little curious about these masks.
You want one? I have some money myself, from the time I helped out the guards. So...
I am actually more curious about their purpose. The stall owner seemed to evade the question when I asked him.
Well, in my world, they are said to ward off evil spirits. Maybe it's the same here?
Well then, I would most certainly like one. If nothing else, it would go a long way to prove that I am most certainly not an evil spirit.
I think they know that already. There's no way two pretty girls like you could be evil spirits.
I would still like a mask though. For reasons. Alright, so I want to wear one. I got a little jealous that Maeko got to do something fun.
Do you want me to pick one for you? The girl nodded her head, pouting a little as she pretended not to care, even though I knew that she wanted me to do it.
Well, if you insist.
With a grin, I eagerly started looking through the row of masks, trying to find one that would suit her. There were cute ones, intimidating ones, and downright weird ones I had never seen before. In the end, I picked one of the cute masks. I wasn't sure what type of demon it was supposed to depict, but it would have to do. How about this one, Machiko-san? Isn't it cute? As I showed her the mask, it kind of resembled the face of some kind of feline creature. The thought of Machiko putting it on, her fox ears poking out from over the top of the mask, had me on the verge of having a laughing fit.
It is very... nice. Thank you, Takakun. I will treasure it forever.
Put it on! Put it on! Show us you're not an evil spirit!
Oh, okay. I may need a little assistance getting it over my ears.
No. It looks perfect like that. It combines the charms of a fox spirit and the feline grace of a... well, whatever it is. I let a snicker slip before the sound of hasty footsteps suddenly reached my ears.
Takahiro-kun, there's trouble!
Turning towards the sound of the voice, I saw the village elder rushing towards us, seemingly in a panic. Then I finally noticed it. The festival had become eerily quiet.
The spirit that attacked us the other day is back, and she brought her companions along with her.
What?
お姉様
Wait! Are you saying they're here? At the festival?
Yes, they all seem agitated about something.
Sakura. What has she done now?
You have to hurry! Tsukino-dono and Narumi-chan are about to fight them. You must help them.
I need more time to prepare a spell. お姉様 I don't know if I can do it.
Do not worry, Maeko-chan. I'm sure we will think of something.
Maeko-chan, I have an idea, but I'm going to need your help. Let's just get there. Where are they, Elder-sama?
Near the bonfire at the village plaza.
Nodding my head in confirmation, the three of us set off in the direction of the plaza, hoping we would arrive in time.